let's talk about this super thing called a flash loan. So let me tell you what a flash loan is in a nutshell. You don't need an asset at all to borrow. And what you borrow is unlimited. This means that you can borrow any amount that you want, as long as, whatever amount that is in the liquidity pool. Some have hundreds of millions, some have billions, and some just have millions, right? But whatever that liquidity pool has, you have the full girth of that liquidity pool to borrow from, okay? And all you have to do is you borrow, you set up what's called a protocol stack, and then at the end, you pay it back. And it's considered to be one transaction. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you have not become a subscriber, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and click the link in the description so that you can get access to this page. Here are the steps to a flash loan. Step 1, you borrow the money. Step 2, you buy and sell crypto for a profit. Now that's where the protocol stack comes into play, is because what you're doing is you're going to create a command. Okay, you don't have to get all technical. It's already set up for you, because all you have to do is just click and say what you want. So you're basically going to go, I'm going from this platform to that platform to sell, or maybe you want to buy at a certain time and sell at a certain time. But either way, all you're doing is just giving it a set of commands, and on those set of commands, it takes those actions. So once you borrow the money, it goes through the protocol stack, and at the end of the protocol stack, it pays the money back that you borrowed, right? So basically, you have to settle out at a profit, because it's the only way that it's going to work, all right? So that's how that works. And then it's, of course, on step 3, you pay back the loan. So the steps to a flash loan are simple. You borrow from the lender, then you exchange, you make a profit, and you pay back the loan. Now, should you not be profitable, like with whatever series of actions that you're doing, then it will dissolve, and the money will revert, the action will reverse, and the money will go back to the liquidity pool. So this is how they actually protect the asset, and why you don't need an asset to borrow on, okay? Now, here is the thing about DeFi, all right? The gas fees are really high, all right? And when I say really high, they can be as much as, I've heard, they told me $60. But what I've seen, what I've done, is when I was working on my proof of concept, I was going through it to see how it works. When you transfer your money into the crypto wallet, and then you want to go, and I'm talking about the crypto into the crypto wallet when I say money, then you want to take that crypto asset and transfer it on a DeFi platform. When you do that, I seen that it could be between $260 to $430. So with the proof of concept, what I did is I estimated that you need about $1,400 to get started with DeFi. All right. Now, for some of you, you may figure like, oh my God, that's a lot of money to be trying to start out with. But then some of you, $1,400 is not that much. So for anyone who has trouble processing having to start with $1,400, okay, if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, you already know that you gotta get with the program and get some money, right? Okay, now with that being said, $1,400 is not that big of a deal, because all you have to do is, if you invest in crypto, you will make money from crypto. And over time, you will accumulate the $1,400 that you need in order to use DeFi. Now, you do not need $1,400 to use DeFi, but in order to make it make sense, let me say this. You need $1,400, and the reason being is for this. If a gas fee is between $260 to $430, let's say you have $800, right? Now, if you say, okay, I'm gonna take this 800 and I'm gonna borrow against 400, you're working backwards, right? Because you just paid 400 just to transfer 400. But if you take 1,000 and you need 400 to transfer the 1,000, now you're starting out much further ahead, and you have a lot more room to work with monetarily. This is the reason why it requires $1,400 minimum to use DeFi. Okay, now More than likely, you can find a cheaper route to go and do that. But for the sake of this DeFi class and the proof of concept, I put this together so that way you have a understanding on how and what you need to do in order to make it work for you. Now, the purpose and impact of starting with $100 minimum. You can start with any dollar amount. Reason recommended to start with 100 minimum is so that you can make a powerful impact, so that you can make profits. Now, what I'm saying about this, okay, I'm talking about if you don't have any money. Of course, in order for you to get crypto, you have to have some money. But when we say you don't have any money, you're working with very little. It could be $20, $50, $10, or in this case, $100. Now, I'm recommending that when you start out, that you start with $100, because I've invested little bits of money and made some money off the little bit of money. I've invested $100 and made a lot of money off of it. And there's a big difference between $100 and $10 or $100 and $50 and $100 and $99, okay? Because for some reason, the $100 seems to it expands the ability for the money to grow a lot faster, okay? And this is just in my observation and experience with, using crypto and investing in this, okay? Now, let's see here. We have, to use DeFi, you must use an acceptable crypto asset, which I've already mentioned that before, on the DeFi platform of your choice. Gas fees are high as F, and you know what that means. Therefore, you must dabble around with cryptocurrency, become profitable to make your $1,400 needed to effectively use the DeFi system. All right. Now, I want to impress upon everyone, it doesn't matter if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, or just someone with a dream, okay? The one thing that we all have had a challenge with is financing. Everyone. It doesn't matter whether if you're super rich or you're super poor. Everybody has had a challenge with financing, especially when you are trying to do things bigger than what you've done before, all right? Or if you have something that you're doing and you're trying to grow it at an exponential rate. So the only way for you to do that is that you have to turn to someone or something that will give you the backing that you need. Now, for a lot of people, we all want people to support us, but when someone is not supporting us, what do? Right? You might go get a job. You'll find different ways for you to get your own money, for you to do your own thing. But the problem with that is that you're by yourself. It takes an extremely long time and you struggle hard along the way. With DeFi, with cryptocurrency, it eliminates all of that stuff, okay? It basically, instead of you taking 10 years to do something, it may take you a year now to do it. Instead of it taking you 10 years, it may take you only 5 or 3 or 2 years, okay? So it shortens the length of time that it would normally have taken you years ago to get to where you want now. So instead of you taking 10 years to get to your destination, it may take you 1 to 3 years to get to your destination, and then you grow faster at an exponential rate, okay? So this is why you should be looking into DeFi, why you should be trying DeFi, you should be exploring it, experimenting with it, so that way you can make the most of it.